Welcome to the inner sanctum. This is your intro to the Calls on Command service, a guide to be the one of the three businesses we choose by Karen the Girl on Fire, brought to you by Good Leads Local Inc. So this short presentation is how to get 32 tree service leads without having to spend money on risky advertising or relying on referrals. Will it be you or another business? You want to hear this because we are about to blow up someone's business in town starting this week. We are talking to everyone in your city. So just know if it's not you, then it will be one of your competitors. So first, let's quickly go over the problems with leads. Most guys I talk to about lead generation don't care how we get the leads as long as they are good leads. So with 32 actual leads that want what you have to offer is what we do. But how, you ask? You have to pay to play, but not in the usual way. The magic question, right? How? So it can be a lot just to test a way to get new customers. I know because I've probably tried them on myself, as you'll see. The leads cost you something, and it costs you in at least one of these four ways. One, money. Well, I can't exactly print you money. I feel like we have the next best thing. First, you need a product or service. Pretty sure you already have that covered with your tree service. And how you deliver that product or service, how do you do that? You get customers, right? And how do you get customers? You get sales. And how do you get sales? You get inquiries or prospects or leads, but not all leads are created equally, am I right? So I divided them into two main categories. The old school ways, these ways are more time intensive. How many ways have you tried? And hold that number. I want you to count. I'm going to go through a bunch rapid fire. So I'm just curious how many you still do to this day. So word of mouth referrals, cold calling, door knocking, networking events, trade show, vendor booths, flea markets, newspaper ads, yellow page listings, yellow pages ads, grand openings, farmers markets, conferences. That's Dr. William Sears, if you don't know, world famous pediatrician. Let's see, BNI network business groups, local network groups. If you know this guy, that's not really a local network group, but you get a network, right? Festivals, speaking at events. I have spoken at my own events on stages, speaking on other people's events on stages as a salesperson and a keynote. So it's a lot of work, right? It costs time and money. I've also run masterminds internationally, run exclusive membership groups, exclusive masterminds, been on the local TV station spotlight, marketing training events, sales training events, speaker and communication events, and I have taken my punches. For those of you that watch the UFC, yes, he punched me right in the face. So category two, the new school ways. This is online. So these ways are more money intensive. And again, I want to know how many of these you've tried. So hold this number too. Feel free to shoot this to me in an email. So how many of these do you still do? Event sites like Eventbrite, SEO, or also known as search engine optimization, or ranking on Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. Google My Business, which is now known as Google Business Profile, MapPack, online directories like Yelp, Bark, Alignable, professional directories. It's a lot of work, right? So what else we got? Facebook publishing, including stories and reels, marketplace, lives, groups, services, events. Instagram publishing, including stories, highlights, Linktree, YouTube publishing, Twitter publishing. It's a ton of work. Oh, we're not done. Facebook ads, Google Ads search, email marketing, Messenger, social media outreach, Instagram, DM social media outreach, Pinterest, VA services, phew, and more. Hopefully that'll give you some ideas, even if you don't work with us, right? So Costs a lot of work. So the four things are time, money, resources, or energy. But let's go deep into time. So let's just say I'm not new to business or your problems. When I started my agency, I knew the pain of finding high quality customers for myself. And now I'm passing these solutions that I have found onto you. So meet Ash. He recently used a big time agency to run his Facebook ads for him. And he said, I was just bleeding money on ad spend for over a year until I gave up and went right back to Homestars, which is kind of like Check a Trade and Trust a Trader, where I had to fight for leads. He began working with us 4 years ago and now has 90% of his business coming from our leads. He says the calls on command program works for my business every day. My phone rings and I get jobs. It's so easy. So normally to get leads, if you wanted to not rely on referrals, you would go to one of those larger companies like Homestars or House or Angie's List, Thumbtack, Bark, Yelp here in North America, or in the UK, Check Trade, Trust a Trader, Rated People, and those kinds of companies for trusted lead gen. And generally, the lead generation industry has a bad name. So my goal was to cut out all the fear of hiring a specialty agency like ours. We offer lead generation and other services that you need after the leads land on your doorstep in a package. We also solve a lot of the problems in lead generation to begin with. Normally, these corporate hogs put you through the ringer. So you would normally pay them a bunch for joining, and then per lead fees and sponsored fees or spotlight ads. This is how most of the guys I talk to feel about it. It's kind of a love-hate relationship, right? Most of the guys we know hate them because there hasn't been a better option until now. So the good part about those platforms, though, is you would get leads. The bad part is then you would have to race to call the prospect back before the other 20 companies do that they're sharing those leads with. So essentially, you would be fighting for the lead, only to find out that they're price shopping or tire kickers or have already bought, or even worse, never wanted to buy in the first place. So don't get me wrong, you should be calling them back right away. We'll talk about that. It's very important for highest conversions, but we don't think you should have to be in a price war every day. Sometimes maybe other small businesses like us will hit your inbox or call you and offer to build you a marketing campaign. This agency would ask if you want any digital services like a website build or an update, SEO, that's your inbox, by the way, SEO or Google search rankings, or help to run ads for you, all for a hefty flat rate monthly retainer plus ad spend before you even know if it will work. No wonder small businesses hang up on them. I did too. Who wants to be locked into a $5,000 campaign if you don't even know if they can deliver results? Not me, but I've been there, done that. I once spent $100K on a campaign that flopped. Ouch. I know, that's how I ended up here. It's pretty rough. That was when I owned my own health clinic. So I said no about 100 times a year to marketers promising this or offering that. And yep, that local service business I had for 24 years. So I know how often they call and hit your inbox and how annoying it is. So we're extremely proud to have taken away all the risk of this type of service by providing results in advance. And this is how we do it. The way we provide results in advance is we work before we meet you. So we've already done the work. You're welcome. First, we spend our own money building what we call a marketing website and Google My Business GMB, GBP. It's going to take a while for me to get used to saying that, to run all the traffic to. That's month one. So a marketing site kind of looks like a website, but instead of being like your prize car or your first child, your website is built from the ground up. It's a lean, mean converting machine built for one purpose only: conversions. So we also have send, wow, that's a typo. We also have a marketing GMB, so we can run 70, 80, 90 campaigns to the places people are already used to buying from you, websites and map listings. So don't worry, you don't have to pay for 70, 80, 90 campaigns. That's on us. All you have to do is answer your calls and convert them. So yeah, 70, 80, 90 campaigns. We run them all over the place. It's a lot of work. So second, we set up a call tracking phone number so we can track the results of all the digital campaigns. Don't you hate it when you hire some marketing guru and you literally have no idea what they're talking about in their reports, right? They're like, we got this many impressions or this much reach or your cost per click was this. And you're like, I don't care. I just want my phone to ring. So we only report to you the stuff that matters to you. Conversions in the form of either one, a phone call, or two, lead form submissions. We set it all up so you get calls for those leads, the lead forms too, because we know you're busy. So the lead forms normally go to your email and a lot of guys don't check those. So actually ring through for a phone call saying, hey, a lead form has been submitted, and then you know, and you can go check. So here's a case study. This is one of our clients, been with us since 2020, 692 calls in 2020, 421 calls in 2021. COVID hit, got a little slower. And then actually 2020 was a lot of COVID too. And then the last 30 days, we've had 50 calls. So the results speak for themselves. So third, we start paying content writers, copywriters, SEO experts, ad managers, media buyers, email writers, social media specialists, and more to start driving traffic to the website we created in order to make your phone ring. You've probably looked into some of these services already or used some of these services and know how expensive it all is. You practically need a vault at Gringotts, if you're a Harry Potter fan, full of gold to afford it all, right? And do you even know what all these experts do to make campaigns work? I will tell you that strategy matters. I've seen a lot of bad practices out there, and it's gotten business owners into trouble. You never have to worry about that with our white hat services. No bots, no fear of getting shut down, just consistent lead flow. Finally, right? So fourth, we pay our outbound team and admin to find and vet good quality businesses that provide excellent customer care and are looking to grow. So we actually just made this video because we had a lot of responses so that we could, educate you a little bit first and kind of weed out those people who are really not a good fit. And we'll go through that in a sec. So we have an active outreach happening right now to all the best people in your area. And we're looking to find someone we can work with on a long term, not some Yahoo. Sorry if that's you. So this is where you come in. We've had disaster clients too, just like you. And we've learned to be very careful about who we build a long-term relationship with, because it costs us energy too, right? So now we want to test you out, just like you're testing us out. We want to know if you're going to treat the customers well. We want to know if you will respond to us, and we want to know if you will keep track and become a raving testimonial for us. Just in case you were wondering, here are some of the things that we're looking for. Are you and your team professional? Do you answer the phone in a timely manner? Do you convert the calls into paying customers? Do you deliver your services in a timely manner to your customers? And do your clients rave about you after? Most importantly, are you easy to work with? Yes, we are that picky. Most of our clients have been with us since we started in 2016, and that's because we're very good at sifting out the complainers and time wasters and guys who aren't super responsible. 7, are you interested in building a long-term relationship? 8, can you handle the amount of growth we can provide if we pay out of our own pocket to ramp up your campaign? So this is just a beginning. Like 32 leads is nice and consistent for a lot of true service guys, but it's like, where do you want to go from there? So we're excited to help you grow at any stage of your business, and we want to become the bill that pays all your other bills. So exciting. But do not apply if you don't answer your phone, you don't care about growing your business, you don't value having more opportunities to get in front of your local prospects. If you aren't coachable, we teach you how to convert the phone calls into customers. If you like wasting time thinking you're the marketing expert, if you don't have a professional voice message, if your conversion rate sucks, we can kind of help with that. But if you take people's money and don't do the job, that has happened. It's sad that I have to say those things, but legit, if this is you, don't waste either of our time. So we covered that lead generation is just one part of your business, the most important part, the lifeblood really, but it costs time, money, energy, and resources. But we have done the work, and we have 32 tree service leads coming in consistently. You don't have to spend money on risky ads or rely on referrals, but before you decide to grab a hold of our offer, You might have a few more questions. Since we've been doing this for so long, we've gathered some of them to save us all some more time. So here's our FAQs. How do I get the referrals? They go direct to your business. So the call comes in from our marketing site, it's forwarded right to your phone number. We track it in the order that they came in and keep a list for you and display the tracking number so that you know it came from us. There's a little whisper feature that says to the caller that the call is being recorded for quality assurance. It's a little whisper that says hot lead from Karen in your ear at the beginning of the call. Why do we need to track the calls? Well, my sensei taught me this, not that sensei, but I actually have a sensei. We just ask for 3 basic metrics. How many calls received, keep a tally. We have spreadsheets for you. If you don't have a CRM, we actually have a CRM for you if you need it to. The outcome of the calls, split up all the fish. What happened, did they say they were price shopping? Was the quote too high? Was the timing not right? And then what revenue you made from them, just from our calls, so that we can help you with a growth plan and determine how many more calls you'll need to hit your ultimate goal. So why do we record the calls? Staff training. If we select you for this account, next you'll have your onboarding call, then you'll be assigned to an account manager. They'll be able to log in and forward you some of the replays for quality control. Remember, if we do this, to notify your staff that the calls will be recorded from now on. And wouldn't you know, just telling your staff that the calls will be recorded usually improves customer service and conversion right off the bat. Imagine that, unless you answer your own calls, but that's up to you. So feel free to let us know if you see improvement in that too. We love hearing your feedback. Next question. How will I know the calls are coming from you if they get sent right to my main phone number? It's a great question. So the tracking number, your call display will show just our number. We can change that later when you sign up to show the customer number. There's a whisper feature, hot lead from Karen. Oh yeah, show the tracking number. And there's a whisper feature. All right, so I don't know if you guys know this guy, Tape Face. What do I say when the caller says, is this, the name of our site and your company name is different? And they say, like, do we have the right company? So you have a couple options. One, you can say, yes, that's one of our partners. How can I help you today? Or you can say, yes, that's our marketing site for our business. How can I help? But some people are like, still, it's not branded with my info. Well, we keep it so simple that we can work with any company in the city and niche. All the campaigns we run direct to that site, 70, 80, 90 campaigns. So we can measure performance of what's working ongoing, and you never have to be part of that discussion. It's like an ongoing thing that we check. So your domination plan, you can ask us to start or grow campaigns to expand your service area and volume. All you have to do is ask us how. So just in case you're somehow still a doubter, maybe you need to hear some results for some more folks. Here's what some people are saying. 12 months later, they provide 50% of our leads. The calls are good. That's from a landscaper. This is actually a towing niche. So 90% of my business comes from them. I highly recommend them. And my business increased 500% in just 5 weeks with Karen over the previous 5 years. Now that was a consulting client. So we're not offering consulting today, but if you wanted that, you can ask about it. If you want to move forward, just do what Karen says. Otherwise, enjoy being stuck. Thought that was funny. We are very excited to bring in new business for you. One of our top performing sites right now is producing 1,864 leads a month. So all you need to do to get signed on with us is to get it signed on with us as soon as possible. Generally, we try out 3 businesses and then choose one who works with us the best. And I hope it's you. Good luck. We'll be meeting. You'll be meeting with me soon if you're interested. So we try out several businesses before we choose one. So I hope it's you. And if you need support, call or text the main line 1-888-330-1288. Ask for Lovely. Or you can email Rianne at info@goodleadslocal.com. Our office hours are Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, which I know is way off your UK hours right now. So just keep that in mind. So I think that's it. That is our guide to be the #1 business in your area by Karen, me, the girl on fire, brought to you by Good Leads Local. So all you have to do is reply to this message and we will offer you a calendar spot if you are still interested, and then we will select from there. All right, good luck, and I hope we'll see you soon.